Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Now, update real quick, everybody. I got the Thing sock showed up and They Live sock showed up.
Oh.
So look for that article on slasherradio.com. Tonight I am wearing my Big Trouble in Little China socks. So that's the update.
Wow, that was riveting. Dude, if you start blogging about your socks, I'm just not gonna know what to do.
I think you should, is the
Yeah.
Cat, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I think it would be really funny if if you just signed into Slasher Radio one day and there's just Rob's sock blog.
Picture of Rob's feet? No. It'll shut down. That'll get us a call from Fansided, maybe.
Ain't nothing wrong with my feet.
We're like, what the hell are you guys doing over there? Anyway, so guys, I'm really excited about this. Like I said earlier, this is the debut of the Murder Madness. Obviously, a play on the March Madness. We're gonna kind of have some fun with that because March Madness just came back. I'm not into college basketball, but you know the brackets are a big fucking deal. And why is there not a horror bracket? I've never seen it before. And shit, we're gonna bring you from what of my knowledge, the first damn one. And what we're going to do is we've made a list of 64 characters from horror movies, villains. There's some heroes in there, and pretty much just bracket style. We're gonna break them down. We're gonna randomly match them up. We divide them up into humans, groups, and non-human. So obviously the groups are gonna go at it first round. They're gonna go at it with just groups. There's one that I think is gonna get stuck on the side, but so humans are going to go against humans for the first round, give them a fair fight to get out of the first bracket. And yeah, man, that's what we're going to do. So this week's episode, we're going to handle just the left side of the bracket. So next week we'll handle the right. The week after that will be round 2. And then we start getting into semifinals and whatnot. This might all fall apart before then. I don't know. So
No, I fully expect this show to come to an end before we crown a winner.
I want to go on the record as saying when we were doing the brainstorming, there were only like 3 people on here who were not killers. A lot of my complaints have to do with the fact that this was pitched as a killer bracket. I only recommended killers. Like when you were announcing it just there to our listeners, you made it sound like it was just like any movie character. And this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Well, I mean, I'm saying because, you know, like Ash is in there, you know.
Well, that's why I was complaining in the spreadsheet about Ash being on there.
I know, but he's Ash. How do you not?
How dare you
right.
complain about Ash?
Because he's not a killer. It was pitched as a slasher bracket.
Are you telling me Ash? Oh, he's a killer.
Well,
He's got murder in his heart and his eyes.
So all I'm trying to say is that I'll retract some of my complaints, but I want the listeners to know that I only pitched antagonists.
I mean, it's fair.
Duly noted.
Okay, thank you.
It's fair, but you know, like it's hard to really have a list and not have, you know what I mean? Like it's hard. How do you not put Ash in there?
Well, because then
like,
next year we could have done protagonists, and Ash could have been, you know, against like Sean. He would have won, but
yeah, I mean, Ash is gonna win that, right?
Ash would have been, I think, OP.
I think Ash would have won the whole thing, like regardless of of the protagonist bracket. But
and if he didn't, we'd probably plummet in listeners if he did. So, but yeah, these guys are gonna be picked at random, and you know that's kind of the fun of it too, because you know, like there's certain guys. I mean, there's some big names in horror. There's some heavy hitters in here, and it's so hard to, like, you could really, if you want to nitpick every single one of them, you know, you could do that. But hey, man, if you get a bad matchup, you get a bad matchup, which I think is kind of cool with this.
Yeah.
So it's not really, we're not really crowning the ultimate slasher per se, although you would kind of assume it. But you know, it's just more so like if say, you know, Michael Myers gets put up in a bad situation, like he could lose, even though it's Michael Myers. We
will see. And of course, the winner will be presented with the Lord Humphrey Cup.
It's not the Lord Humphrey Cup.
I refuse. No.
It's Murder Madness.
One of the most coveted awards in all of the world. And for $300, I'll let Mountain Dew put their logo on it.
Anyway, fucking Mountain Dew. I'm so mad at them. Guys, do you think it's fair? I want to just throw an exception in here real quick before we get really going.
Okay.
Should Jaws just go up against Santa Jaws?
No, we got to do it randomly.
All right.
I agree. I think it should be all random.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's got to be all random.
That's fair. You guys just don't want to see Santa Jaws get knocked out first round, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no, we gotta go random with it.
Yeah, we're not giving Cabin in the Woods any damn unfair advantages, Cat. Nice try.
Yeah, Cat. Always got to keep our eye on you.
That would be crushing, though, the director versus Santa Jaws.
Oh my God. You know what? Yeah, Santa Jaws should be random. You're right.
We were joking about Robert versus Jason, but I would be crushed.
All right, guys. Here we go. The first matchup is going to be. I feel like the fucking thing bounces around. I love this thing.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that we're doing chair.
Right? See, this is fun. Here we go. Okay. Victor Crowley. This is going to be... whoa, wow. It went up there already. Holy shit. All right, so Victor Crowley is going to go up against... Let's see. Oh! Oh, Cabin in the Woods director.
My case is going to be the same. Because I pitched... when we were talking about the bracket, I pitched doing it as like who was more memorable, and in which case I think Victor Crowley would have won. But if it's a fight, the director again has every kind of monster to just like throw at him.
Which is fair. She should be able to use those.
She's got an angry molesting tree. We know that Victor Crowley can't climb a tree.
He can't climb a tree, but he can cut one down.
But that tree could also cut him down.
He's got that giant chainsaw, too, that one that's really long, so he doesn't even have to get that close to the tree to cut it.
Plus, I'm pretty sure Victor Crowley looks like the kind of guy that can protect his booty hole pretty well. So I don't think that molesting tree is going to get very far with him.
Yeah, and even if it does, that poor tree.
Right? See, now, Kat, how fair are we going to be with this? Because if this director decides...
Yeah.
Then we can look at this one of two ways.
Okay.
It's an all-out brawl, and she sends everything at him at once. In which case, that bitch is going to win. And it's not fair. It's going to piss me off. But we could also look at it as Victor Crowley will be placed in the cabin and have to go through the whole shebang.
Okay, but that's an interesting way to look at it, as being placed in the cabin. I like that. But so here's the thing, is that the only reason why they figure it out is because they have like a smart conspiracy guy on weed. Like Victor Crowley would just be
Victor Crowley, right?
He might end up having to face everything anyway, because eventually he's gonna be just like ruining stuff in the basement. He's gonna touch all the artifacts. Everything's gonna come at him.
Yeah.
And I'll get to the cabin at the same time. Like, I don't think he has... I think the cabin is, like, an interesting thing. I can see in premise how it makes it more fair, but I don't think Victor Crowley has, like, the wits to outsmart the director and her team.
No, but I think it's a fair argument to say Victor Crowley will plow his way through what they send at him.
He's going to take a lot of those monsters out.
He would take a lot of the monsters out.
There's no doubt. Victor Crowley's a serious killer. And also think about the actors that play him. Sigourney Weaver versus Kane Hodder.
See, I would bet on her if it was just the actors. I would bet on Sigourney
I probably would too.
Yeah.
I will say
it's
though,
tough.
if so my vote will be for the director, but for as much as I love Cabin in the Woods, I'm not going to be crushed if Victor Crowley moves on. The reason being that if for some reason Victor Crowley were in the cabin, I think he would take out a bunch of the monsters, and I think like unless he literally touched everything, which in my Victor Crowley Cabin in the Woods fan fiction crossover, soon available on Slasher Radio, he will.
God.
But I think he could take out like the Buckners.
Oh, easily.
Like that's just not a contest.
I don't know if there's anything that you could throw at him if they came at him one at a time that he couldn't take out.
Except for maybe the Cenobite guy.
Yeah,
I think
that's
could
possible.
maybe if he touched the puzzle box, I think he'd be a goner.
But if they're all coming at him at once, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Well, no one could win at that point.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's a weird. Damn you! Why'd you have to put? See, I'm in a tough spot here because I'm going against Cabin in the Woods. I have to pick between that and Kane Hodder, so I'm not happy either way. But I don't know. Personally, I would think like I was going to ask the question: which one could take him out? They definitely wouldn't be the damn unicorn.
But I think the unicorn could take him out. No, I do think the Cenobite could take him out. Like, I don't think that one would be a contest.
You know what? I'm going to put Rob in an awkward position here because my vote's for Hatchet. And that's not even being petty because I'm not happy about Hatchet, Kane Hodder thing either. So, Rob, you're going to have to be a tiebreaker on this one, man.
I was leaning Victor Crowley until she said the Cenobite. And she's got a good point. I don't know how he beats the Cenobite.
Damn, it's Victor. See, this is what I mean. Victor Crowley should not be a first-round knockout, but it might happen right now.
Nah, but no, he shouldn't be, but he's going to be. I'm going with the director. I just don't see how he beats a Cenobite.
I hate Cabin in the Woods so fucking much. I hate it. 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 All right. Well, Victor Crowley, see an upset. First fucking one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way the cookie crumbles on that one. All right, so let's move over to the human side of things and see what's going on here. So first up for this will be... I like to let it go for a minute. Shabam. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Okay. So we got Patrick Bateman going up against... Jeremy Melton from Valentine. This is the fucking most boring matchup I've ever heard of in my life. All right. I don't like the Valentine movie. I'm gonna just throw that out there for now.
Right, yeah, I've seen Valentine once, and I don't remember it all that well.
I really liked Valentine when I was like a kid, because it had the rhymes in it. It had like the creepy Valentine rhymes, and I still remember some of them. Like it had some staying power, but almost all for the cards and less for the... Jeremy Melton was like a scrawny little dweeb who got a nosebleed all the time. He loses, right?
Yeah,
Like just hands down.
I don't remember him well enough. Patrick Bateman was just crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Johnny, whatever, what's his name?
Johnny. Yeah.
I don't think he could take out crazy.
No.
No.
My vote would definitely be for Patrick Bateman because, yeah, he was just crazy, but he had his moments of aggression. And I don't think Melton's going to be able to match up to that, especially that stupid mask.
Yeah, that mask was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So is that a clean sweep for Bateman?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, American Psycho moves on.
I will say I feel really bad because my intention was to go down swinging for Jeremy Melton, but he's just so bad at stuff. Like
that was a pretty shitty round.
Yeah, I just don't remember the character enough to make any sort of defense for him.
I think he was really creepy, like as a killer. But it's only because he spent so much time just like terrorizing victims. But I don't think he was not very good at killing them was the downside, which in a bracket situation is the only thing that you need to be good at. So
Right.
Yeah, I should maybe I should rewatch that movie because I seriously haven't seen it since it was like new.
So let's switch back over to the unhuman side. Can we get a better name than unhuman, not human, or what's a better name, Kat?
Why me?
Because you have good vocabulary.
Oh no. Miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Let's
I
stick
don't
with non-human.
I was gonna say entities, but we have one on there that's literally just called the entity.
That one better be a first round knockout. I'm just
I
saying.
don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Maybe, well,
Depends on who it's up against.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
a good
I hope
movie
If
it's
it's
too.
up
over.
against Robert the Tire, we're gonna.
Dude,
That would be amazing.
I don't even care if Robert wins. I just want him to get fucked. I don't care.
That's a
Okay.
really good movie.
You're ridiculous. Let's see what this next matchup is. Oh, the leprechaun!
Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay. Oh God,
Here we
please
go.
don't be anything bad. Please don't be anything bad. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Dude,
Unfortunate.
no. Guys, look. We have to be realistic here. Don't you dare. It's Santa Jaws, everybody. It would be the goddamn leprechaun versus Santa. It would be. It
I
would.
do
Why
like
wouldn't
that
it
we
be?
have our holiday horrors up against one
Yeah.
another.
I don't like this because you guys are gonna fucking ramrod me right now, and I'm really pissed off.
Okay, so let's see. Giant shark or little man? Who wins?
Magical.
I
man.
like that description of it.
No, that description is misleading.
Who has more
Giant shark or little shark food sized man?
Okay, let's simplify this as best as we can.
Okay.
The leprechaun could pick up Santa Jaws and put him outside the water, and the fight's pretty much. He's just gotta stand there and watch him die.
Put her outside the water. But
Her.
Santa Jaws, here's the thing though, is that Santa Jaws is only attracted to Christmas paraphernalia. Like, what's Leprechaun gonna do? Leprechaun is like self-camouflaging. I can see a movie where Santa Jaws just ignores Leprechaun for like an hour and a half.
I think this fight.
He's not even a threat to her.
Yes, he is. Like I said, we gotta assume, regardless of the Christmas attraction or whatever the hell she's got going on, the magnet up her butt that she has for Christmas stuff, she's still a shark. He could just put her on a fucking right next to water or a good distance from water, and she will die.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know about that. Because remember, they took her teeth out and she was smart enough to get new teeth.
Yeah, she's really smart.
Was she smart enough, or did it just happen?
She can't. I don't think that she could die. I think he could take her out of water and leave her there, but I think that she could eat him first and foremost. Also, he couldn't injure her because she can only be killed with Christmas things.
Well, see,
That's a good
that's where he
defense.
has the leprechaun smart, and he knows that game because he can only be killed with a 4-leaf clover.
That is true.
This is right up his alley right here.
Okay, so here's what we learned from the movie Santa Jaws is the best way to defeat her is to be able to draw. Do we have any evidence Leprechaun can draw?
I'd imagine he could. I mean, he might not be able to do it well. I'm sure he could.
Can he draw well enough to defeat a shark?
See, but if you don't draw really, really well, because even the kid could draw pretty well, and he accidentally gave her a horn. So, like, if Leprechaun tries to draw if he tries to draw Santa Jaws, in the water, like just outside of a body of water, right? She might just turn it around on him. She might make the whole world water, and then he can't escape her. Like, it's.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's not act like Santa Jaws is doing any of this. Santa Jaws fell ass backwards and do a lot of that stuff. But he doesn't need to draw. He's a leprechaun. He's got magical powers.
I don't know.
Come on, guys. It's not gonna. My vote's for damn leprechaun. Everybody knows that. So
I'm gonna put this on Rob again. I'm gonna vote Santa Jaws. I'll let Rob be a tiebreaker.
I'm gonna let my final argument be, as unfair as it is, because I've always brought this up with the Leatherface thing, first Leprechaun. As unfair of an argument as it is, he's got magical powers. There's really nothing that she can do about that.
So does she, though.
She's got a magnet in her butt for Christmas stuff.
She's got
Essentially.
immunity to everything but Christmas stuff, and she's smart.
He could gouge her on land. If he gets on the backside of her and just starts carving, there's really not all too much she can do. She's going to be flopping.
All right. So here's the thing. Santa Jaws is attracted to Christmas stuff,
Right.
right? We know that. The leprechaun is not Christmas.
Mm-mm.
So she's going to mostly ignore the leprechaun, and he's going to get the jump on her. The leprechaun wins.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'll take that. Because again, I don't think that she would have the interest in him.
I hate to do it, but
It's fair.
I do love Santa Jaws, but I think realistically speaking, the leprechaun is going to get the jump on the Christmas shark.
Realistically speaking.
Okay, we have to quit. That's going to be the best line of the podcast.
It is. That could be a shirt, realistically speaking. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous, but I want to commend you guys on being unbiased. That was probably the ultimate display of being unbiased I've ever seen.
I wasn't really being unbiased. I was being really quiet because I was trying to think of a way that Santa Jaws could defeat the leprechaun, and I just couldn't come up with one. I just kept thinking that she's not going to be attracted to him because he's not Christmas, and that's going to give him that edge.
See, yeah, what I was thinking was that they would just avoid each other, but Leprechaun has more rage. Like, Leprechaun, I think, would straight up murder Santa Jaws. Like, he could target her. I genuinely think she might just ignore him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The intelligence factor is big on that one. He's a smart little fucker. Oh, thank God. Lord Jesus. If the leprechaun would have been a first round, I was really thinking he would get like Freddy. And I'd be like, God. All right, so Leprechaun lives to fight another day. Thank God. All right, let's move back over to the humans before I shit my pants. I feel like this is going to be the bigger arguments on the human side, I think.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
That last one wasn't.
Except for maybe whoever goes up against Ash is just gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. Let's see what we got going on over here. Mary Mason from American Mary. Let's see who she's going up again. Watch it be at.
Son of a bitch.
I swear to God, guys, this is completely fucking random. It's Ash from Evil Dead.
But, I know what I just said. I feel like I have to defend Mary Mason because she was my pick, and I did not think she was going to get eliminated in the first round. And I will say, she's a pretty lady.
Okay.
She's a very beautiful woman with a very surprising streak. I think if she really had the mind to, she could seduce Ash, and then, like, she could swindle him. He's also, with chainsaw arm, he's also very into the body mod community. She's got a fighting chance, I think, more than some of the other humans from the list.
It's a valid point.
She does have a fighting chance in that she could seduce him, and Ash is kind of dense.
Yeah. She's a doctor. Like, she's smart.
But Ash always figures it out. Even if he, as Mike said, just sort of bumblefucks his way into a solution, he always has a way out.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Okay, can we agree that Ash would win, but Mary would get another one of his limbs before she went down?
Oh, probably.
Can we
more than
come to
likely.
that compromise?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, more than likely.
But then
More
he'd
than
probably like lose a leg and like fall onto a jackhammer and fucking
Yeah.
that way. Yeah, like that's an Ash victory.
Yeah.
See these matchups, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're giving this one to Ash.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to. Because he would pull through last minute. She didn't even. Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Just like that, it's over for Mary Mason. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Them's the fucking ropes, man. Them's the ropes. Let's get a group one in here real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already lost the monumental Santa Jaws. And,
I know.
And Victor Crowley's gone. I mean,
there's upsets left and right, but I just want the record to show that Leprechaun took out fucking Santa. How poetic is this? How poetic. It's like this thing was made for us. I love it. All right, we're gonna get one. We only have 5 of the group entries into the Murder Madness bracket, so one of them are gonna go up against the non-humans to make it fair because they're a group, So let's see who's going up first. I really like letting it do its thing for a second. Oh, the 3 from Hell, House of 1,000 Corpses, Devil's Rejects. No more explanation needed. The 3 is going up against the Animals from Your Next.
So, I know this isn't how the bracket works. I know I'm going to have to vote. I think, realistically, the 3 would win. I think there would be a casualty. I think they could be down to the 2. Because the Animals from Your Next kill from a distance.
Yeah.
Like, I think they could definitely get the jump on them, but then, at that point...
Yeah. If they could stay a distance, they could have a fighting chance in this one. But it's like the 3, they just go in so guns blazing and balls out.
Hold on. If they could sneak attack Otis, though...
Ooh.
Because he's the strongest one. If they shoot him before, like, the other 2 know what's happening...
Yeah, but as we've seen in 3 from Hell, Baby, though, she'll fuck some shit up, too.
I think that the Animals, because they can attack from a distance and they're smarter than the 3, have the advantage. I don't think it's a huge advantage, though.
Okay. All right, so Cat's on the Animals. I'm going to have to go with the 3, and it's a slim margin. So, Cat, you're going to have to be a tiebreaker on this one.
See, I can see it going either way. I can tell you straight up that if I had to face against one of them, I'd rather face the Animals, because that's going to be a quick death for me. Like, the 3 are terrifying, but I think the Animals could take them.
Oh my god, did the 3 just get knocked out?
I think if you target Otis first, I think that's the trick. Because she's terrifying, but she doesn't have direction without him.
Yeah. She's just backed into a corner. She'll probably take one of them down, but, at that point, what are you really going to do?
Yeah, plus they outnumber her. I think they'd get the first kill, and they're working as a team. I think there are, 4 of them, right?
Yeah, I don't remember how many there were.
I can only think of 3. Maybe not. Anyway, I think they win.
Damn, man, the 3 just got knocked out. I feel bad doing this.
I feel a little bad, too, because
Yeah, it breaks my heart.
Damn, shut up, right?
I mean, we talked about, if we were just going by how iconic they were, the 3 hands down would win, but in a death match...
Yeah. Because either way, even if just say the Animals didn't go and get the jump on them, sneak attack, just say, they were both notified, both groups were notified that they had to go kill the other group. The 3 are just going to say, all right, let's go over there and balls out it. The other one, the Animals will be waiting for, either way, I think, that intelligence and element of surprise might fuck the 3.
Yeah, because, the Animals could set traps.
Right.
Right. And the ranged weapons thing, really, really helps.
Yeah. Damn. Rob, I hate you. Blame Rob.
Thanks.
This was all because of Rob Zombie that he did that. That's an upset. That's a hell of an upset. Damn, man.
This is how I felt about Santa Jaws.
Oh, fuck Santa Jaws. I'm glad Leprechaun took her out. Santa Jaws went down. All right, let's head back to the non-humans and see what we got going on over here. Spinny, 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 spinny. Ooh, Samara from the ring. Let's see who she's going up against. Oh.
I really thought it was going to be Jason for a second, and I was like, I hate this. I hate this whole thing.
All right.
Go ahead, Rob.
This is actually kind of tough because they're so different.
They are really,
Yeah.
really different.
Can the thing use the phone or a VHS player?
Well, I mean, I guess it would have to inhabit a person first, right?
Sure.
And then it could.
And then all of its powers are null. Because, like, it can shapeshift into whatever it wants. It's seen the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn, this one's different. The Thing versus the Ring. That's kind of fun. This thing is way too ironic. Wow.
Yeah, this one, this is a really tough one because it's difficult to quantify the thing's powers.
Yeah.
Other than it's a shapeshifter, and honestly, Samara, it's kind of tough to quantify what she does too.
She's more like a spirit.
Yeah, all right. I think Samara wins.
I think so.
I think the thing shapeshifts into a person, and
That's
then
it.
that's it. She's gonna just kill him like a regular, like she would anybody else.
Yeah.
He's gonna have that stupid looking face.
And I think, like, she will get a start. Like, she'll get shocked because it'll shapeshift. It'll, like, try to bite her arm off or whatever, but then it just goes through her. She's dead already. She's a spirit. Like, what's it gonna do?
And even if it does bite a limb off or an arm or something, it's probably not going to phase her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Samara wins.
Yeah.
Rob, the Thing and Santa Jaws just got knocked out round and Kane Hodder knocked out round one.
Honestly, the Thing doesn't really upset me that much because I don't think that what makes that movie great is it's more the people and the paranoia between the, not trusting anybody and that sort of thing. So that one doesn't really bother me. Santa Jaws, I was a little upset about because I wanted to see her go a bit further. And Victor Crowley, I was just stunned. I mean, never would have thought he was going to be a first round exit.
Damn, man. That fucking Cabin in the Woods. See, I don't know why you like that movie, man. You're in trouble. I told you. That was our sixth matchup, by the way. Anybody, I understand everybody. This is on an audio platform. It's difficult to keep up. So you don't really have to pencil and pad this shit if you're following it that closely. You can keep up with us on Twitter, and I'm gonna try my best to make a YouTube video out of this shit. I'm gonna try my best to get the time in. So I'm gonna go ahead and say you can check us out youtube.com/Slasher Radio and check out a video version of this segment and give a little bit of visual context to it.
Yeah, I think what you need to do, Mikey, is animate these matches claymation style, like Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that'll get done.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and do that for us, that'd be terrific.
It'll be stick figures at that point. But yeah, so and at the very least, you can just follow us on Twitter because there will be images of the brackets going out and all that. So just in case anybody's listening getting confused, there will be visuals somewhere for the shit. We just did the thing went down. All right, we're going back to the humans here for the next matchup. I can't wait to see Tiff. I really can't. I want to see her whoop some ass. Norman Bates
from
the 1999 Psycho remake.
No, it says
1960.
original
Damn,
on the thing.
I tried to get you guys can't blame me. I tried.
Vince Vaughn's already dead.
I tried. Oh, damn. Okay, I tried. All right, so Norman Bates, original Psycho, is going up against. Oh shit!
Oh,
Hannibal.
well.
Hannibal Lecter. Wow.
Ugh.
I feel like we don't even have to talk about this one, right? Like,
No,
Hannibal
does
wins.
does anyone think that Norman Bates is going to beat Hannibal Lecter? I mean, I love Norman Bates. I love Psycho. I think it's a great film. I think Norman Bates is a really interesting character. But one of the things that makes him such an interesting character to me is that he's sort of he's played sort of meek,
Yeah.
like he's not an imposing figure really. He's sort of a small kind of I don't know, he's just sort of a meek guy. Hannibal Lecter would destroy him in 30 seconds.
Mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, he could probably get Norman to take himself out without even having to get out of his chair.
Yeah. It'd be bad. And it's fucked up too, because I was like, when we were doing this, I was interested to see what Norman Bates would do, man. I really, at a first round knockout like that. Damn. Norman Bates is out. Hannibal Lecter's in. That was an easy one.
He maybe could have taken out Jeremy Melton, but
Oh God.
that would
Oh yeah, he'd have fucked him up. Oh yeah. Yeah, he'd have whooped his ass. All right, so let's head back on over to the non-humans. Let's see what we got. Ooh.
Oh.
Cat, help me.
Kyoko.
Keiko?
Yeah.
Keiko. I got it. The Grudge, more popularly known as. The Grudge, who I can't fucking stand, is going up against... Oh, Chucky! This might be bad. Fuck me. Uh-oh. I don't like this guy. What the fuck? Can we do a redo or something?
I'm trying to work this one through because it's like I don't know what either one of they'd be at such an impasse.
All right, let's start with this. I gotta ask you now, what the fuck is the Grudge?
It's a ghost, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a physical manifestation of generations of rage and hate taken form, technically speaking.
Wow. When she says it that way, it almost sounds cool, but when you watch the movie, you realize it's stupid.
Well, if you watch the original movie, if you read the manga.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. All right, so this is kind of tough, but I think that Chucky is a clever enough character to be able to come out on top.
See, I've always been. I'll give the Grudge this. I've always been meaning to watch the original Japanese version. Just never got around to it because I would imagine it's a lot better than what we've come up with here in the States. So,
did you guys see the remake?
Yes.
Fuck no.
It's one of the worst movies I have ever seen.
The remake sucked.
Honestly, I'd rather sit and watch Rubber again.
So bad.
Honestly,
I really, really hated the remake.
Yeah, the remake was terrible. But I mean, I feel like Chucky is clever enough to figure out a way to win.
I feel like Kyoko has the advantage because Chucky has a physical form that can be destroyed, and she can kind of transcend that. That being said, it's hard to imagine because if she killed him on the I don't know. I could go either way on this. I think if she killed him on the property, I think if she even managed to do that, and it would be a challenge, I think he would just get incorporated into the anger that keeps her going, is the thing. I could see her absorbing him.
See, I have to ask you guys again. I've only seen the original Grudge in its entirety twice. And this came out in like, what, 2002? So, something like that. So, it's been a long time. I hated it. Both times I've seen it. I've seen bits and pieces here and there and hated it every second of every bit of it. I don't know what it is about that movie that pisses me off the way it does. But how is she defeated? Or is there a defeat? Like,
That's the thing is there's not really a defeat because like if you destroy because in the American remake, if I'm remembering correct, they just burn down the house because they're like if the house is gone, she'll be gone. But she kind of like she follows people around once they destroy the house. So I think pretty much either way, no matter who wins, like Chucky's going to die and then his death is going to feel Kyoko in the house, or Chucky's going to find a way to defeat Kyoko, maybe like burning down the house or just destroying her remains or whatever it is. But then she's going to follow him indefinitely. I don't think it's going to be a clean kill either way.
See, my thing with it is I could imagine Chucky getting one look at her and being like, fuck this, and burning down the house.
I can see that happen.
Right, like him just saying, I want no part of her. This whole thing has to go. Like, I could see him doing that. I don't know, man.
I can also see her though, like as he's killing stuff. That would be an interesting. If I were ever going to do The Grudge versus Chucky, that would be the opening scene. Is Chucky goes in, gets a look at her, nopes the fuck out, and then the
Yeah.
rest of the movie is him just seeing her around corners, like as he's killing other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it haunts him.
You think it haunts him and eventually takes him down?
No, I think he wins, but I think that he's never the same after that. I think there's. I'll concede that Chucky could win this one.
You know, all right, so you guys both went with Chucky. It's going to be 2-1 Chucky. As much as I fucking can't stand The Grudge, I just, with the entity that The Grudge is, I could see it being difficult for Chuck. But, you know, at the same time, like I said, I could see Chucky just finding a way to say fuck this and, you know. All right, so Chucky moves on.
That's a surprisingly close match, though.
It is. It really is.
I really could go either way on it. I'm glad I'm not tie-breaking.
Yeah. I'm glad. I would have, if it was 1-1, I probably would have given it to The Grudge, honestly. And I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like it's such a strange character, you know. Anyway, I'm glad to see Chucky move on. Can't stand The Grudge. And you guys too on Twitter, make sure to let us know if you disagree with any of it. I'm sure most of you will, and that's part of the fun of this. So we're moving on.
Yeah, can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Complaints to Rob, remember.
Uh-oh.
Amanda
Young from Saw is going up against...
Is that Shawnee Smith?
Yeah.
Is that her name, Shawnee?
Yeah.
Smith?
It is.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Okay.
Strode.
Can you imagine, though, Laurie Strode waking up in a saw trap because she's not appreciating her life after Michael?
I feel like Kat has this written down somewhere. I don't like it. What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Rob, what the fuck?
I don't know what to do here. This is tough.
I think it's also, which Laurie Strode are we looking at? You know,
Oh,
is the thing.
That's a big difference, because I was thinking,
Yeah.
I immediately went to the most recent. I went
Right.
to how... I think she has... I think if it's younger Laurie Strode, I think Amanda
God.
wins, like,
Oh,
hands
yeah.
down.
See, I think the opposite way.
Really?
I think if it's, I feel like young Laurie Strode is very smart and resourceful. We see that in Halloween. And she would be able to get out of a trap. I think that the older version of Laurie Strode that we see, who's suffering from such PTSD, is kind of mentally broken in a way and would have more trouble if she woke up in a trap getting her wits about her to get out of it.
See, I was thinking Amanda would have a tougher time getting older Laurie Strode into a
Yeah.
trap because she's so paranoid.
That's
Like-
true.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about the surviving the trap part. It's just like I don't think Amanda would have an easy time getting her.
Okay. Yeah, from that perspective, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would be easier for her to get the young version of Laurie Strode in the trap.
I think young Laurie Strode would have an easier time surviving the trap once she was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it would be hard to, if it came to actual battle, because Amanda, she's gone through so much crap, like to actually hurt her to the point of getting in that victory mount, you know, would take a lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I don't
Although
like that.
also we have to factor in that if I'm not mistaken, and again, you know, I've only seen these Saw movies once, but Amanda, that character at some point starts making traps that are impossible to get out of, right?
That was Hoffman.
Oh, okay.
They frame it up like it was Amanda, but Hoffman is the one that does
Okay.
like all the indestructible traps.
You had to watch 3
Okay.
more movies to figure that out, Rob. Come on.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to sit down and watch all of them again.
Although Amanda is the one, there's some debate about getting into the Saw forum controversies. There is some debate about like who
There
actually designed Carrie's trap, because Carrie's trap was inescapable, and Amanda is the one that actually seals her into it. So maybe it's, yeah, I do think, I think if Laurie gets put into a trap, she might not, I don't think she would make it. And Also, Amanda's the one who does like a few of the mercy killings outside of the traps as well.
Yeah. See, I'm leaning towards Amanda with that in mind also. And like I said, man, it would, if she did get out of the trap, she's still now, after all the pain and anguish she's gone through to get out of the damn trap, she now has to take Amanda down, so damn it. I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna have to go with Amanda.
I'm going Lori. She survived Michael Myers, for God's sake. She can survive a junkie.
That's such a good point.
I'm giving Mikey an opportunity to switch, but I think I have to vote Amanda. I will say the hardest hurdle for me is I think that she'd have a really tough time getting Lori into a trap if we're going with the most recent Halloween. But I think once Lori's in the trap, Lori's gone.
Yeah. Do we even look at the chance of, if we are going with older Lori, do we even look at the side of the coin of what if she tries to get her in the trap and she can't? That's the side to look at too now.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think older Lori stands a better chance just for that reason.
Son of a bitch.
Well, if it's older Lori and Amanda can't get her in a trap, Amanda's dead, because older Lori's got tons of guns.
Yeah, that's kind of the, like, if she has to get into that house.
Yeah, and Amanda's not magical, so she isn't getting away from a gun.
Right. She is smart. Like, I think, because I think she could bribe her way into the house. The podcasters get in there. Amanda could pretend to be a podcaster. I think it comes down to, like, syringe versus gun. I think if Amanda's sneaky enough, she can do it.
But yeah, is Lori going to let her get close enough to stick her with a syringe, though? That paranoid Lori character, I don't think is going to let her get in a position to...
Yeah, I think it's tough. I think older Lori has a much better chance than younger Lori.
Kat, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to switch, and it's so close for me. But the underlying issue is, if Amanda did get Lori into the trap, if she gets out, this and that, they'd have to throw hands, and it's such a narrow thing. But the thing that does it for me is, if Amanda doesn't, it's a fucking annihilation.
Yeah.
And that's the only that one-sidedness of that side of the coin I have to put on Lori.
That's fair. Like that, yeah. I get it.
That's tough. Damn.
I disagree. I fell on the other side of the coin, but it was close enough for me that I get it.
And your side of the coin I agree with, but it's just the other side is such an outweighing factor. You know what I mean? It's a one-sided thing on that other side so much. Damn, man. Fucking Laurie Strode barely squeaked that one out.
That was a tough one. That was really tough.
Son. All right. And damn, man, I like the Amanda character a lot. That's one of the few things of Dead by Daylight that I actually like. So that sucked. Damn.
It's sad to see Amanda go the first round.
It is. It would have been sad to see either of them go round one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what goes on with this non-human side in our next matchup. Oh, it's Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger against?
Please let it be rubber. Please let it.
Oh, wow.
Whew.
Freddy against Leatherface.
This is really bad for me.
I mean, I'm gonna say it. Freddy wins. I feel bad.
That easy?
I don't know.
Feel bad about it. I feel, because here's the thing: if Leatherface could, and there's precedent for this in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, like if Freddy gets pulled out of the dream or it manifests in any sort of physical form, Leatherface wins hands down. But Leatherface would have to figure out how to do that. He'd have to put it all together, figure out how to bring Freddy into the physical world, and I just don't think he could. Like, I think he would be dead by the time he got a chance to actually meet Freddy on level playing ground. And
does Leatherface dream?
Yes.
Yeah, he has nightmares.
Yeah.
Has to. See, I look at it as though if Freddy did get taken out of that dream world, I don't know if it's that one-sided, man. And I say it only...
Oh, it is. It is.
It is.
It's not even close.
Freddy's getting beat up by teenagers all the goddamn time. Like, his physical form is bad.
the argument aside of whether or not he beat Jason, that aside,
Okay.
he did. There were a couple spots, man, where he was whooping Jason's ass. Now, I understand Leatherface a lot more faster. Strength is, in the neighborhood of a Jason Voorhees somewhere in there. But he's and this is always my thing with Leatherface, man. He's so fucking clumsy. And Freddy, if nothing else, is smart and nimble and quick.
A feeble, burned old man is not escaping Leatherface.
I don't know, man. I mean, and again, this might be an irrelevant argument, but I do think Fred, because that's always been my thing, dude. He's so damn clumsy, Leatherface. He's just swinging that chainsaw. If he doesn't hit Freddy, Freddy's just going to be jabbing him with those knives.
But if he hits, and here's the thing is that if he hits Freddy while in a dream, Freddy's just going to like it. Freddy's a masochist.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's no way that fight's coming out to the physical world.
No, it's not. So it's an irrelevant argument. But I'm just saying, he might not win in the real world, but I think he would really, if he doesn't win, he'd give him, Leatherface will be bleeding.
Okay. I can.
He'll stick and move him.
Well, because Freddy doesn't necessarily die. That the head winked. If Leatherface cuts him in half like one time and then turns his back on Freddy, he's in trouble.
That's what I'm saying, man. Freddy's he's got some brajol to him, Freddy Krueger. I'm
coming around on that.
Okay, yeah. My thing was he would and in every movie you see him just wailing the chainsaw and hitting nothing at times. Freddy's he's gonna get at least 2-3 jabs in there with those claws. And Leatherface is human. So just saying. All right, so it's a clean sweep for Freddy?
Yeah. This is the problem with the random thing, though.
Yeah.
This is the breaks, though, man. Leatherface is out.
Yeah, I mean, Leatherface is gone. Are you kidding me?
It's unfortunate at times, but it's given us some really interesting matches. Like, Grudge and Chucky, I never would have thought to pair together.
Right.
And that was fascinating.
Yeah. I hope we get down to it. I would like to see Candyman versus Freddy.
We're not. No. We're not. No, right?
These choices get tougher and tougher as this thing goes. You realize that, right?
I know. I want to see it, though. I'm very interested.
But Pinhead's got to be in the final two, right?
I don't know.
Right?
I just want to cross that Pinhead bridge when I get to it. All right. I'm scared of that. I was holding my breath that it wasn't Pinhead. If Freddy Krueger went out first round, I'd cry. Live on show. All right, I'm winding it up for the human side now. Let's see what we got over here. Ooh, Carrie White from Carrie. Let's see if she's going up against. Oh, Buffalo Bill.
All right.
How long do you think it'll take Carrie to be putting the lotion in this basket?
Well, Buffalo Bill only likes the bigger ladies.
Maybe they take one another out. Like, Buffalo Bill's like, it puts the lotion on its skin and Carrie burns him to death, but then she can't get out of the well. Like,
she starves down there.
Yeah. I actually think this is pretty easily a win for Carrie.
Yeah.
I mean, Buffalo Bill is an interesting character and everything, but there's nothing that he does really to indicate that he's any sort of real fighter,
right?
Or has any real strength to him. Carrie is telekinetic and should be able to easily handle him.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I like Buffalo Bill so much. First round knockout.
Well, he's an interesting character, but there's nothing, there's just there's no real strength there. I don't know that there's anybody on this list that would have lost to Buffalo Bill, to be honest with you.
Jeremy Melton.
Yeah.
I don't even know about that. I mean, Buffalo Bill, his whole thing is sneak attacking Ted Bundy style.
True, yeah.
To get the jump on these women. And then the one time he has to face somebody, Clarice, it's in the dark. He has night vision goggles and he still gets killed.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not a great killer.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Damn, I feel like he would get in his own way too. In a situation like that, yeah, that sucks. All right, Buffalo Bills out first round. The way it goes in Murder Madness.
For the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Ooh, Jason.
We got a Jason Voorhees, Rob's front runner in all this. Rob, who do you not want in this other than Pinhead?
I ain't afraid of nobody.
Okay.
And Jason's out of the bracket, everybody.
No.
All right.
Guys, we kind of have to redo this one.
No, we don't.
Dude, we can't have Jason go out first round.
Yeah, he's not going out.
We can't have Pinhead go out first round either.
Mikey's in a situation where he knows that one of us is about to quit the show, and he's desperately trying to roll it back.
No. Look, I have no horse in this race at all whatsoever.
Jason Voorhees easily beats Pinhead.
No, he doesn't. No, that's the thing. Pinhead, what is Jason Voorhees going to do to Pinhead that Pinhead isn't going to like?
He's going to lop his head off.
And Pinhead's going to like it. And then his head is going to come back. No. Pinhead can literally, his whole job, his whole existence is just about torturing souls. You can't hurt Pinhead. Like, Jason's not going to be able to slow him down. Like, he's an immortal being. Pinhead is going to rip him apart, hold him in place with a bunch of hooks, and then his soul is going to get tortured for eternity. We might even get to find out, like, what keeps him alive. Because it's going to stop. And those worm creatures are low-level hell creatures. Like, Pinhead's above him. He outranks Jason.
But I'm not budging off Jason.
I'm not budging off Pinhead.
Fuck me.
Pinhead is smarter. He's more powerful. And if it comes down to just the hell thing, he literally outranks Jason.
Jason is just a killing machine.
But so
that's it.
Pinhead's just a soul torturer. Like Jason can't kill Pinhead. Pinhead can torture Jason.
But we don't know that Jason has a soul.
Indefinitely. But he doesn't need a soul because Pinhead can torture on Earth too. Can and has.
I don't know if he can on Earth with Jason.
Jason, I'm gonna talk about Jason Takes Manhattan. I'm gonna throw this in here. Jason Takes Manhattan. Jason is dumb enough to just get boxed on a roof by like a normal human for like, what was it, 30 minutes of runtime? Can you imagine him? Like, he would just stay there and be tortured forever. Like,
yeah, but he just kept getting punched and punched and punched, but he never went down. And as soon as he got tired of it, he knocked the guy's head off.
Yeah, but Pinhead isn't gonna get tired. That is what Pinhead enjoys doing. And there's no way.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Jason takes him out. Plus, he takes him and all the Cenobites out.
Plus, do you know how bad it would hurt for Jason to punch Pinhead? His hand would get stuck. He'd get skewered and then tortured for eternity.
He would push the pins all the way through his head.
Well, I do have some Pinhead questions because we've never really seen Pinhead get his ass whooped or nothing, you know? So it's like, if just say Jason did take a swipe and cut off a limb, would it grow back on Pinhead?
It could reattach.
This is a really fucking tough one. Why'd this have to happen?
He's not like Deadpool, like it's not gonna grow back, but he has like Pinhead this is like a form that he takes.
This is ridiculous. How the fuck did this happen? Two of the fucking top front runners for this whole thing just matched up in round fucking one. This is ridiculous. Okay, I have Cenobite questions now.
Okay.
Because I really don't know what the fuck to do on this one. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
And ultimately it's my decision, which is ridiculous. Anyway, like the Cenobites now, what role would they play in this is the real question. Because if we've seen Jason go through, he's been exploded for crying out loud. You know, They blew him up. Like, is there a world where he turns into that worm thing and takes into a Cenobite or maybe even Pinhead. You know, like there's so many different rules in both these characters when you really start going step by step into them.
See, I think that's the thing. I think if Jason turns into a because there's a hierarchy of demons. I think what it comes down to is that if Jason turned into one of these demons, he'd be on the lower hierarchy because he doesn't have the powers that the older, more established demons have. I think like the best case, most evolved Jason is an underling to Pinhead.
Whoa. You're calling Uber Jason an underling?
To Pinhead, yes.
Uber Jason?
Yes.
I forgot about Uber Jason. Yeah, but Uber Jason's not, I don't know if we would put Uber Jason. You know, like if I'm thinking Jason, that's the last. See, my thing with it is ultimately above everything you guys mentioned, the intelligence. You know, and I think that comes into play with a lot. Like Chucky fucking overtook a demon because of intelligence, purely. You know, like would Jason be smart enough or have enough? Because he's a very slow moving. Like I think Pinhead could see him coming and calculate a plan a lot quicker. Like because Jason's just going to go up and swing.
And Pinhead doesn't even need a plan. He needs like a snap of his fingers, and then all the hooks come out from the walls.
Yeah, see, that's my thing, because Jason was chained up and put in the bottom of a lake by human, you know?
And Pinhead can do that infinite ways for eternity.
And water, too, is a big weakness with him, Rob. Fuck.
No, that's a falsity. Jason's not afraid of water.
Well, yeah, we've seen that in Jason Takes Manhattan. That is kind of true, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a stupid addition in Freddy versus Jason that doesn't make sense.
That's true. Damn it.
He goes in the water a lot.
I've seen Jason not killed, but stopped and hell damn near killed, put in a coffin. He did die. He had to be brought back to life by humans. I've never seen Pinhead killed.
It's
Rob,
never
I'm gonna
happened.
have to go Pinhead on this one, man.
All right. Well, guys, it was fun being part of the show.
No. Dude, God, it was like the worst possible fucking matchup for him.
You're taking out Jason Voorhees in round 1.
Pinhead!
Do it!
Yeah, you know what? I'm removing my name from the cup.
Thank God for that. It's like I said, it comes down to intelligence for me. You know, like Pinhead's gonna come up with something, man. He can restrain Jason long enough to do what he needs to do, is what I feel. You know, but then again, on the other side, it's like, what if Jason... See, it's so hard to get there, because if those hooks come out, man, Jason's going to be restrained for at least a couple minutes.
He's going to rip those things right off the wall.
Will he, though?
See, but even if he does, he's gonna fall to pieces.
Yeah, he's going to lose some... Rob, it's a tough one for him to win, man.
I don't know, guys. I disagree, but, you know, whatever. One of you two has to break it to IR Chris.
I'll do it.
Fuck. You realize Chris is going to probably come to our house over this. Like, I'm not kidding. Dressed up as Jason. I'm not happy about this either. Like, I was really looking forward to... But see, this is, again, I just want to bring it up. We are moving forward into a world where Jason Voorhees is knocked out round one discussion of Jason, and Three Finger from fucking Wrong Turn could very well go on to the next round.
Yeah, but that's what we signed up for when we decided to do it randomly.
People are going to be pissed.
People are gonna be mad.
If we had seeded these out and created a bracket, then it would have, you know, these two obviously would not have met this early, but
No.
that's just how it goes.
Fuck. I can't believe this happened. I'm stunned.
They should have established Jason's powers better.
And that's my only thing with it, because I can see a world where Jason will just, you know, eat a bunch of shit that Pinhead's throwing at him and, you know, get close enough to do damage. And I don't know if Pinhead could recover fast enough. But then, see, that's where it becomes unfair too. The Cenobites are there. They could buy Pinhead a lot of fucking time, you know. He's got too much to overcome, man.
See, I can see worlds where, like, Jason eventually breaks free of the Cenobites and does damage to Pinhead, but there's
Right.
just, like, moving on from that, like, what's the end game?
I feel like it's a Victor Crowley Cabin in the Woods thing. There's no way Victor Crowley should have fucking lost that, but it's just how much he can't overcome it all, you know? Rob, I'm sorry. I don't like it either, man. I tried to avoid all of it.
I was the tiebreaker and saved Leprechaun, but okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like it either.
I'll make this offer again. Now that it's too late, now that we already have the brackets up, we can cut this out of the episode. We can undo it. If you guys admit that Cenobites are just overpowered and Pinhead would automatically win no matter what, we could take him off the bracket.
No, I'm not gonna say no matter what. No. I can't do that.
All right.
Nope, we go forward.
All right.
I got arguments to make going forward, God damn it.
We move forward.
All right. I'm stunned right now. I'm fucking stunned right now.
I wish he had gone up against the Babadook. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I wish round 1 had been Pinhead versus the Babadook.
This was like, other than Freddy, like Pinhead. Why didn't he go up against fucking Three Finger Man? Like, why? This is ridiculous. Well, we gotta move forward from that. That's bullshit. Damn. We are gonna get so much hate on Twitter for this.
Yeah.
We really are, and I'm going to tag Kat in every single fucking.
Yeah, don't send that shit my way.
I will take up the Pinhead complaints. I know I have said to address them to Rob. This was a rough blow for round 1, and I won't back it down, but I will apologize.
there is, I mean, the Pinhead lovers out there are fucking insane, because I put out a tweet not too long ago, Freddy versus Pinhead, and I know there's an argument to be made. I get it. It was so fucking overwhelming with Pinhead. I was like, holy shit.
I want to point out, because that was the one that I was afraid was going to come up in this round, because I really I have sentimental attachment to the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I was really afraid I was going to have to vote Freddy out round 1. And I did not vote in the Freddy versus Pinhead poll.
It's tough.
Because
really
I
tough.
knew in my heart it would be Pinhead, but I didn't want to say it.
I'm spinning on the human side, guys. I this one's gonna take a minute to get over. I'm upset. Fucking Jason, man, my second favorite. Let's see. Ooh. All right, guys, we got the Collector up. The Collector from the Collector franchise, obviously, is going up against. Oh. Ghostface. For Rob, don't hold grudges. Don't hold grudges.
Grudges aside, I think this is pretty easy. I think the Collector wins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a meticulous killer. He sets up all those traps. We see Ghostface is just bumblefucks his way around with a teenager in a mask. He stumbles, he falls all the time. He's gonna fall face first into a bear trap.
An acid floor.
My counter argument for that, Ghostface is a stalker. You know, like, who's to say he's not watching this guy set up those traps and calling him in the middle of it to mock him about it?
That's possible.
It's possible. It's feasible.
I feel like the Collector is always a step ahead too.
Yeah, this is a bad matchup from Ghostface. Damn it, Kat. What do you think of it?
It's hard because, again, iconic. But the Collector, I think Ghostface is making those calls while the Collector is like putting traps all around him in the house.
Yeah, I mean, I seriously, like, I love. It's ridiculous that Ghostface goes out this early, in my opinion. But the reality is, he's going to be calling, and then he's going to be like, "I'm not in that closet," and open the door and trip over something, and seriously, a bear trap smashes his head.
So you guys are both Collector, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with Ghostface. He's an iconic character. The mask is iconic and everything, but
He has a series of teenage boys.
yeah, in the end, it's always, some teenager running around, and it just, not against the Collector.
Can you imagine Scream 4 Ghostface against the Collector, though, where it's like this is too much like the saw traps and it's stupid. And then like as the skin is melting away.
I hate you both. Well, I'm going Ghostface just so it's not a clean sweep.
Although it would be nice because we'd get hot Emma Roberts being all crazy again
Oh my god.
and monologuing.
You're ridiculous. I can't Ghostface out round 1. Back to back with Jason. What the?
No, we took out
That hurts.
Jason. All bets are off
All
now.
bets are
Seriously.
off.
Anybody can go at this point. We ripped the Band-Aid right off of this one, man.
Whew.
Fuck.
And we've knocked out some heavy hitters already.
Victor Crowley, Jason,
Leatherface.
Leatherface, Santa Jaws is out. What's the world coming to?
No.
All right, next bracket. Ooh, the Babadook is going up against. Let it go an extra second. We got a good one, maybe. Huh. Beetlejuice.
Look at
All right.
Beetlejuice and tell me that he's not depressed.
Go ahead and dismantle this one, Kat.
Somebody else is going to have to take the lead because I'm not real sure what the fuck the Babadook is.
I guess the question for this one is how literally do we want to take it? Because the Babadook is just, it's a symbol for depression. But if you look at the creature, like, he doesn't do that much stuff. Oh, but Beetlejuice isn't really, like, a fighter either. The Babadook just,
Yeah, so
it's morbid to say that the, like, depression wins, but I think the Babadook is, like...
that's what I was thinking too. I mean, in what instance does Beetlejuice fight?
But imagine what he could do if he did. I mean, I got no horse in this one. As much as I am the reason that Beetlejuice is on this list, begrudgingly to my two co-hosts here.
Yeah, Beetlejuice was one of the ones that I had a problem with, because I thought we were doing killers, and it's like, why is Beetlejuice on here?
Beetlejuice.
I'm gonna say the Babadook, because it kills people. Like, that's his thing.
But how does he kill people, though? Because I am curious, too.
Well, he
Is it like a Slender Man deal?
no, it's like it's a very psychological. I don't think he could
Right.
take many people on this list, because I think if, like, this manifestation depression creature had to go up against, like, anything with a knife, he would lose. He just, like, he gets in people's heads.
I just keep thinking of the scene in Beetlejuice where his head gets shrunk and he just sits there.
But see,
Like, he's just not a fighter. It's not what he does.
No, I don't know if he can get Beetlejuice's head, though. Like, out of all the people. I mean, I don't know. I can't. I've always liked to live in a world where we could get a Beetlejuice movie, but like a dark Beetlejuice movie where he is a kid. Like, I don't know. That's always been, even from when I was younger, because I've always liked the Freddys and everything. And I was always like, imagine if Beetlejuice ever. It was just always a cool thought for me. But, I mean, we know Babadook has it in him. He's done it before. As strong-willed as Beetlejuice is, I think with someone as much experience of, like, Beetlejuice is kind of everywhere, Babadook might be able to sneak his way in mentally.
Yep.
Well, Babadook moves on and Jason's out. What a world we live in. What a world we live in.
I do think Jason would have beat the Babadook, like,
Oh, yeah.
really hard. The Babadook would have shown up with, like, his top hat, and Jason would have just, like, stabbed him to death.
Easily.
Like, aren't you sad that you drowned in a lake? Stab, 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 stab.
All right. The human side. Ooh, Brenda from Urban Legend, one of my favorites, is going up against Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd wins.
This is an odd matchup.
See, I think Brenda wins because Sweeney Todd's a musical. All right. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I've never seen Sweeney Todd.
Really?
Yeah.
So, here's the thing, is that Sweeney Todd is very effective. Like, when he is at his least effective, it's when he's killing people he wants to kill. He's very streamlined when it comes to killing like random people that he doesn't give a shit about. So I think, and Brenda falls like very neatly into that category. I think he'd be like, hey, you'd make a good pie. Death.
You know, when you take the hood off, I don't know, man. Brenda threw together some of the craziest kills I've ever seen. I don't know if it's that easy of a decision. Like,
see, I do think I think if it came down to like planning, if you made them plot to kill one another, I think Brenda would stand a better chance. But I think if they just like ended up in the same room without any further questions, Sweeney Todd would kill her. You know?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If they were both put on notice, go kill each other, Brenda might get that upper hand. I'm gonna go Brenda. Rob, up to you.
She could maybe outsmart him, but like he's so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
When he's not monologuing, he's so fast.
You know, yeah, I might have. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go fucking Sweeney Todd on this one. I forgot about him in action. Even if she did fucking sneak up on him and everything, like a lot of her shit, everything needs to go right.
Yeah.
And I don't think everything will.
If she could like lure him into a woods situation, you know, where he's like disoriented, and she could sneak up on him at just the right time, like I will say I was maybe a little bit too fast. I think she'd give him a fight, but
yeah,
he knows right where that artery is.
Rob, where are you on this one, just for fun?
I guess Sweeney Todd. I mean, I've never seen the movie. I don't know, but from what Kat has said,
yeah,
I would have to go his way.
Yeah.
I will say now, like, we voted Sweeney Todd. I do think it would be really funny. I don't think it would be as practical. I do think it would be really funny if you could use the fact that someone comes from a musical world against them, where like if all Brenda had to do was trick him into singing, she'd have like an extra 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
She might. But then again, like even if she tried something, I just feel like he'll just fucking break into a slaughter.
It's probably true.
Anyway, okay, so Sweeney Todd moves on. And guys, we're down to our last matchup for this side of the bracket. Let's see. And it's the non-human side. See who we got over here.
Uh-oh.
Paimon from Hereditary. I've never seen Hereditary, so I'm probably going to be out of this one. I still refuse to see it.
I don't know why you won't watch it. It's a good movie.
Because everyone talked about it. Watch it be Dr. Sleep, another one I've refused to watch. No, oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Against Michael Myers.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
Someone's going to have to explain to me who that first one was, what they do.
I'm going to let Rob take that one.
Yeah, he's hard to... Paimon's hard to quantify. It's some sort of... I guess is Paimon a demon?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's a demonic god.
Yeah, who is inhabiting various people throughout the movie. Well, not various, a couple of different people throughout the movie, but looking for a permanent host. So basically, he's a demon who, for lack of a better explanation, possesses someone, takes over.
Huh.
He ain't taking over Michael Myers.
How does he transfer from host to host?
Well, that's the whole thing, is that it's not an easy process. There's a whole cult involved.
Oh,
and a ritual. And in the movie Hereditary, this cult is made up of mostly damn near elderly people. They're all old.
Oh, no.
They're not getting Michael.
Based on this information, I'm going with Myers.
Yeah, I don't see much of a path for Paimon to win. Because essentially by winning, he would have to inhabit Michael Myers. And I just don't see how that's going to happen.
I will say, I think if he got the chance to inhabit Michael Myers, like, I don't know if Michael is strong-willed enough that he could resist, but the circumstances leading up to that would make it... I don't know how he'd get in there.
Yeah, I don't either, because it's been a while since I've watched Hereditary. I've seen the movie a number of times, though. But I feel like there was a whole process involved, right? Like they had the ritual and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't see how that particular, especially that particular cult of people who seem to all be old, are going to get Michael Myers in a position to where they can summon Paimon into his being or whatever. Yeah, I think it's pretty easily Michael Myers is going to take this one.
Oh, I think Michael, yeah.
Okay. Clean sweep for Myers. All right, so the list is rounded out. Freddy, Michael, Leatherface, and Jason all went at it in this round. Some fell, some didn't. This was a fucking crazy round one. Crazy round one. Holy shit. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm still in shock from the Jason thing, dude. Like, what the fuck happened with that? What are the odds, man?
I genuinely thought it might. If we had this, I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was a conversation we'd have for, like, the winner.
Right. Damn, man. Well, that's the left side of the bracket. So next week we will be hitting up the right side, obviously. And we still got some big names to come out of it, too. We got the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers, Pennywise, Candyman, Jaws, Bruce Jaws. We got a lot of names in there. And
Robert the Tire.
Robert the fucking Tire. I just can't get over this Jason thing. You guys pissed a lot of people off by proceeding. I'm just saying.
Well, we had to proceed. That's just that's you don't change the rules in the middle of the game. We're not going to redo it.
We didn't have to proceed. There's a thing called the edit button. Like, I just cut it out. It never happened. Nobody ever knows. And life moves on with Jason and Pinhead for another fucking episode.
Well, that would be more work for you, and I wouldn't want to create that.
Oh, yeah, no. All the bleeps
On
you've gathered
second
up,
thought.
of course not.
If we could just undo it real fast.
I still wish we could, to be honest with you. God, man, I can't believe it. I don't know. That was wild.
Well, I think after the first round of this, what has come to light for the most part is that supernatural abilities pay off when you're trying to murder people.
That's the thing, man. And and like I said when we started out here, this isn't really that like the ultimate kill. Matchups are everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they really are everything. Like fucking Victor Crowley lost to some chick. You know, like just some regular fucking person, man. Like how? But it happened. I mean, you know, other circumstances understood, but ultimately that's who he lost to. Like just face value, he lost to some human being. It is crazy. I got anxiety over this thing. I don't like it. Oh, fuck. Guys, okay, before we wrap up, though, we really got to figure out what the fuck we're going to do with iHeart.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He can take it. It'll be all right.
Dude, he's going to...
Plus, his wrath shouldn't be focused at me.
No, but that's why you don't care, but...
I mean, you were the tiebreaker, so...
I know. Hell's going to have to be paid.
Raised, even?
Look what you did. Chris, that's Cat poking fun.
Sorry.
That's Cat. It's not me. God almighty.
I'll take the wrath for this one.
He's going to be on the show again eventually.
I just knew it as soon as, and I almost didn't want him. It's one of those things when you're counting slashers, you can't leave Pinhead off, but I knew that I was going to get really defensive about him.
And you know, rightfully, like, I'm round two. I mean, I got lucky with Freddy on this one, you know, and even then it was a discussion. Like, who the hell did he go up against? Leatherface. I mean, it's tough, man. Like, we have, like, all horror fans, we have emotional attachments to these guys, and you guys with Leprechaun, I owe you both dinner. Like, you were very objective, and you could have given me way harder of a time about that. But, you know, it's hard decisions, man. So many things, and there's such different characters. Well, this is definitely something. It
is something, that's for sure.
The beginning of the end of Slasher Radio.
Right? The Devil's Rejects went out first round too. That was a big blow to my poor little heart.
Yeah, that really hurt me. I was broken up about that. I haven't quite recovered yet.
I was really surprised that it happened right up until I remembered how much Rob doesn't like Rob Zombie.
I know. He kind of tried to act objective on that one, but he snuck it right in that to fuck Rob Zombie one good time.
You were so
Yeah.
level-headed about it that I like completely forgot.
Yeah, it went over my head too, and I was sitting there talking and like, wait a minute, this son of a bitch just snuck it right in there.
Yeah, but it made sense to me.
And you switched my vote on that one because I went in thinking that that the 3 would win.
You happy now? You see what you did? Son of a bitch. Well, I think that's it for this week, guys. This is crazy. Like I did not expect it to get this real this fast. Like holy shit. But yeah, next round should be good.
That randomizer.
Yeah, that randomizer is really what mixed this thing up.
That randomizer is a bitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone shitting that thing's Cheerios. I mean, I feel like it knows us.
Yeah. It makes things more interesting, though, because if we had seeded this out, most of these first round matchups would have been walkthroughs.
Oh, yeah.
Walkthroughs and like videos that people have done. Like people I'm sure have talked about like if the Grudge or Samara wins.
Right.
If Santa Jaws could defeat Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Well, I don't know about all that. But yeah, it opens up much more conversation. Like, who the hell would have ever thought you'd talk about Samara or the Grudge versus Chucky? Ever. Like, what the hell?
And now it's all we want to talk about.
Yeah, or Patrick Bateman versus Jeremy Melton. That could have definitely been the end of the second bracket for sure.
Yeah.
That shit had to come up second. The hell. Well, on the bright side, Rob, if anybody turned off the show at Bateman and Melton, they didn't hear the Jason thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, guys, go follow us on Slasher Radio, at Slasher Radio on Twitter. Go to slasherradio.com. Be sure to bookmark that bitch. You can catch all our episodes, interviews, all that stuff. You can find me
Sock update.
Maybe, I guess. You can follow me at Mikey's Dead on Twitter. Also, give us a follow on Twitch. That's at Twitch TV /Slasher Radio. I throw down on Friday a fair amount, and I sprinkle some other stuff in there. Not Dead by Daylight. So if you're looking for Dead by Daylight gameplay, get the fuck out of there.
I don't give a fuck.
And yeah, that's it for me. Rob, where do they find you?
I'm on Twitter at RadioRob123. You can also listen to my other show, This For Life, wherever you're listening to Slasher Radio.
You can find me on Twitter at cat_Voleur, VOLEUR. You can also check out Blood Binge on YouTube. I write for them. They do cool horror videos ranking the morality of slasher movie characters. So
You hear that, IR Chris? VOLEUR. Keep that in mind. And come back and check us out next week, guys. We'll be back with the second side of the bracket. Good night from Slasher Radio.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.